Our goal is to duplicate in Desire2Learn your course that you were familiar with in Blackboard. So what we have here now are just a bunch of files. They're in the same organization that we had in Blackboard. So what we want to do is create, let's say, our first module, and we'll write down it's the Online Introduction module. If I click on here, I can clearly see what is contained in that module. The way to find out which documents or items these are pointing to would be to click on the Action menu for either one and edit Properties. And down here it'll tell us that this particular document in the File Manager is in Module 1 Files, and here's the title. Let's go back to our other class and let's start building that first file in this first method, where we're going to do it from within Manage Files. So we know we have files within the Module 1 folder, so we're going to pick the files that we are using. And I know we're using the course calendar. Having selected the items that we want from this folder, had we wanted everything, we could have used this Select All Items box. But there are things in here that we're not using, which we could eventually, of course, would want to delete. So now we can click on this icon, Add Content Topics. And this will bring us to a screen where we can change the titles of the items to be a little bit more appropriate. With our course titles now labeled appropriately, we'll want to hide enumeration. It's a personal preference, but typically I think you may want to do that as well. And under Parent Module, where do we want these files to go? We currently do not have any. So let's add a module. And the name of our first module was Module 1, Online Learning Introduction. And we'll click Add. And now that we have all these figured out, we can click Add. And now, under Course Content, if we come back, we'll see that we have our first module. You can see that it's outdented, and all the topics or files are listed under it. Now I did bring over a file that I really don't want, and this was this number 2 conclusion, so I can select it and delete that. When this appears, what I'd like to do, since I'm not going to be using it, is delete items from the content and delete all associated files from course files. Very handy when you want to get rid of all traces of it. Okay, so we have our first module created, File Manager.